Sup everyone, this is Draco Evolve back yet again with some latest Manchester United transfer news today. Manchester United transfer news now. Before we get started, as always, I pick up a comment from my last transfer video, which was around Erling Haaland, which is not around Erling Haaland, around as you can see my picture, Madison for £80 million, right? Which was a few days ago. And I pick up a comment, have a discussion, and give you a bit of a shout out. So make sure if you want to get involved, get commenting, guys, and it'll be nice to interact with you guys, interact with a lot of these football knowledgeable people, football fans. It's always good to get points of views because fans channels are always good like that. So in regards to the comment itself, Ali22, do go and check him out. Fantastic channel, all about football. He says United literally need 3 midfielders if Pogba leaves, which is looking likely. A nice video and Merry Christmas. First of all, Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. He's right. I agree with it. If Pogba, I did have a discussion around whether Pogba will leave, and we'll get to that bit. But if Pogba was to leave United, are light anyways right now, with or without Pogba. We need at least 2 to 3 midfielders. Oh, that's my phone. United need at least 2 to 3 midfielders to be able to compete with the fixture period, the quality in depth, injuries, etc, etc. So at the moment we got McTominay and Fred as a midfield duo, and then we got Pereira, who's not really a central midfielder. We got Matic, who's way past there, his contract expiring and it looks like he's going to be leaving, and Pogba. That's pretty much it. Obviously we've got James Garner coming through, but he's still young. He hasn't featured many times in the season. He hasn't even featured in the bench. It'd be nice to have him go out on loan, to be honest, if you're not going to even play him. But if Pogba was to leave, we know Matic is gone. If Pogba was to leave, we just got Fred and McTominay as our starting midfielders. It's a disaster already, isn't it? I mean, good players in their own right, they're coming into the game more, but they can't play 50 games, 40, 50, 60 games a season. They can't play this festive period all the time. You got games every 48 hours. And we genuinely need another midfielder, regardless of whether Pogba is here or not. If Pogba goes, then yes, you need to, 1, replace Pogba, and 2, get 2 more midfielders anyway. So I agree with you in that comment. But back to today's topic. So today we're going to be talking about 2 transfer bits of news coming out today. We're going to be talking about Erling Haaland's transfer update, and Leicester's Ricardo Pereira. But let's jump straight into Erling Haaland. So this is by the Express. Apparently Erling Haaland has agreed to join Juventus in the January January transfer. So I'm just going to read out this article by the Express. Manchester United have suffered a major blow in their hunt for Erling Braut Haaland, as the youngster is reportedly edging closer to completing his move to Juventus. It means Ed Woodward must go back to the drawing board to begin negotiations on other targets. The article goes on to say, United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer openly spoke of his admiration for Haaland, who he managed at Molde. The 19-year-old has scored 28 goals in 22 appearances for Red Bull Salzburg this season, which attracted interest from all of the Europe's biggest clubs. However, it came to light earlier this week that the Lisbon teenager had decided to join Juventus. An Italian publication, Tuttosport, have a story on their front page today claiming Haaland has verbally agreed personal terms on a £6.8 million a year deal. It is claimed that the attacker has a £25.5 million release clause in his current contract, which 4 clubs met. United and Juventus are battling against Dortmund and RB Leipzig for the attacker's signature, but it seems to lure of plying his trade alongside Cristiano Ronaldo, Higuain, Paulo Dybala proved to be too good an opportunity to turn down. United chief Woodward will have lost crucial time chasing the striker, and he now has just 5 days until the transfer window reopens. It is unclear how much the game time Haaland will get when he swaps for Italy. So there you have it, guys. A bit of an update by Tuttosport for Erling Haaland. Apparently he agreed personal terms with Juventus, and obviously that will mean we have to go back to the drawing board. God knows how long that will take, because we all know Ed Woodward is very slow in dealing with transfers. However, if I was a clever player, I would not really go to Juventus, because you want game time, right? Yes, you're playing against some of the best players in the world. It's one of the best strikers in the world in Cristiano Ronaldo, but he's in decline. But in terms of, you got Higuain, Ronaldo, and Dybala. That's three top strikers ahead of you. So how much game time are you gonna get? You look at Matthias de Ligt. How much game time is he getting? Fantastic player, on par with Haaland in terms of ability, defensively that is, but he's not getting much game time. Haaland, if I was a clever player, would I go to Juventus? Yes, you to win titles, of course, but would I rather be in a long-term project that we seem to be going on at the moment? Haaland will definitely get more game time at United, thus more development at United compared to Juventus. Also, I am not quite sure how much of a hand Juventus plays in developing youngsters. In recent years, I cannot remember a single youth player that came through the Juve ranks. And let me know, guys, in the comments below if you guys know of any Juventus player that came through the youth ranks. I can't think of any. I honestly can't think of any. Juventus always tend to buy free transfers, really. Either the players have pretty much past their peak or well into the 30s. That's their model, right? I cannot think of any other players coming through Juventus youth rank or any top youngsters apart from Matthias de Ligt, which they bought this summer anyway. So Haaland, if you think of it logically, would he really go there? They don't have a track record of developing youngsters. It's a big risk for him. Could it be a stepping stone to go to Juventus, win a few titles, because Juventus are pretty much guaranteed their league title every season, and then make the jump? Because obviously we all know Raiola, who's not his agent by the way. Raiola is his sort of like admirer, you can say. But that's what I feel about Haaland. I think Haaland is better off coming to Manchester United because he'll get more game time. 2, it will allow him to develop more. 3, we do generally have a track record of developing youngsters. And to be honest with you, we have Martial, Rashford as pretty much our nailed-on strikers. We have Mason Greenwood coming through the ranks. And who else? Nobody else. To have a fourth striker who gives us a bit of a different dimension will be fantastic to have. As I stated before, Haaland does have a £25.5 million release clause, which, if it is true, I think the whole of Europe can trigger it. The problem will lie in the wages. I think we can blow Juventus out of the water with the wages. But you got Raiola whispering he has good relationship with Juventus as well. You never know. Just like with Matthias de Ligt, he pulled him. Matthias de Ligt could have gone to any club in the world. He pulled him to Juventus, and now there has been murmurs around him not being happy given the amount of game time he has. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you feel that Juventus can develop Haaland very well given the track record? And also name me a player that Juventus have developed in recent years, in the last 10 years maybe, or even 20 years. Take a guess. On to the next bit of news. We got Ricardo Pereira. So this is from the Daily Star, the Leicester right back. So the Daily Star says that we are interested in luring this right back Ricardo Pereira into Old Trafford. So I'm going to read you out the title. I mean, not the title, article. Manchester United are very interested in luring Ricardo Pereira to Old Trafford from Leicester, but will have to wait until the summer to make their move. The Foxes have no intention of losing the highly rated right back in January transfer window. Brendan Rodgers' side sits second in the Premier League table and have realistic hopes of finishing in the top 4, which will see the 2016 title winners clinch Champions League football once again. Pereira, 26, has been part of big Leicester's success in recent times. The former wing-back have arrived for £22 million in the summer of 2018. Was voted their player of the season and players player of the season for the campaign last season. Pereira chipped in with 6 assists and 2 goals last time in the Premier League as Leicester finished 9th, and he's now attracting interest from the Europe's top elite sides. So there you go. Ricardo Pereira is apparently, we are very interested in signing Ricardo Pereira from Leicester. He is a right back. He is 26 years of age. And to be honest with you, let's face it, I wouldn't really mind signing him to have a bit of a backup because Dalot is so injury prone. If Wan-Bissaka gets injured, we're literally screwed. We have to resort back to Ashley Young. And also Ashley Young is pretty much nailed on to leave the summer, which leaves us light on fullback positions anyway. Would I be really upset not signing him? No, I wouldn't be really that much upset, because we got a couple of youngsters coming through. I think Ethan Laird is a good young right back coming through the ranks. Obviously Brandon Williams got a bit more of a of a run out, and I'll only honestly believe Brandon Williams got a bit more run out because Luke Shaw has been injured for such a long time, and obviously Brandon Williams took his chance. Fair play to the lad. But we got Ethan Laird coming in. We got Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who's been phenomenal for us this season. So spending a high amount of money on Ricardo Pereira, as much of a great player he is a huge risk. I think it will detract or stifle the development of probably Wan-Bissaka, who's still young, by the way. He's like, what, 21? So mind you. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think we need another right back, given the fact that Ashley Young is leaving? We got only Wan-Bissaka and Dalot is always injured. We do have Ethan Laird coming through. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Let's have a look at his stats actually for this season. So he's played 21 games in all competitions. He scored 2 goals, assisted 2 goals. Not on the level of Trent. Trent is the best right back going forward in the world. He's 26. He's a Portuguese right back, and he has featured pretty much in all of Leicester's games. So all of 19 Premier League games. So he clocked in every single minute in those 19 games in the Premier League, and all the teams have played 19 games. So he is pretty much, you can see he played the full 90 minutes everywhere. He is a workhorse, it seems. It does really seem that he doesn't get tired, and Leicester are using him very well. But anyway, guys, this was another latest Manchester transfer news. Thank you for joining in. If you like what you see, make sure you smash the like button, and if you're feeling very generous, hit the subscribe button. My channel's all around Manchester United and its news, transfer news, stats, analysis, match reviews, previews, and as always, guys, I'll catch you in the next upload, and stay farafari.